Yeah, I think anybody that's in our situation around the country, there's a sense of urgency to do well immediately. I mean, I don't think anybody's overlooking anybody here this weekend, thinking, well, we'll get it going here in a week or two. It's that time of year where you better be able to bring it and get some W's right away to help that resume to get to the NCAA tournament. No, it's a tough place to get a win, playing against a very good team who's won, I think, 6 in a row. And then you have an Arizona State team that has not been winning, but scares the heck out of me, and I know other coaches around the conference, because they do have some experience. They're healthy now. They've just struggled getting the win, but they've been playing with pretty much everybody. And then from there we go to Washington, and everybody knows how hard it is to win there. So we have 3 tough road games in a row that we're going to need to be able to produce, or postseason play might not be the NCAA tournament. He did not practice yesterday, and today I think we're going to tape him up and get get a brace on it, and then just try to get him warmed up and see how it feels, and then just take it from there.
Do you expect him to play Thursday?
Right now I'd say it's a flip of the coin, just probably close to 50-50. I mean, it happened Saturday. He had Sunday off. Yesterday he did not practice. He iced it off and on all practice. And like I just said, what today's situation is. So we're taking it day by day. He's probably played as good a basketball the last few weeks as I've ever seen him play. He's been very productive on the offensive end, and he continues to have a great defensive presence. His focus has been extremely good. I really like the way he's playing. Quite a bit. Quite a bit. Fortunately, Brock Modem had a nice game the other night, and he should be feeling pretty good about how he played. And then we'll need Charlie Enquist and Steven Bjornstad to produce some minutes for us. So it would hurt us if D'Angelo's not out there. You're right. And sometimes it is disappointing, but when I look at the big picture, I'm really, really proud of what these guys have been able to accomplish. We've played a number of games this year without some really good players. And we still have a young man in Reggie Moore that's not playing at 100% because of his wrist. He continues to get that thing taped every day and try to battle through it, but he has not had the year that he had hoped nor that we had hoped. Faisal Aden, who can be a prolific shooter, has not shot the ball well as of late, and we need him to shoot the ball well to give us that added depth coming off the bench. So, yes, we've definitely had our ups and downs. I could be. It's definitely bothering him. He gets it. He gets therapy on it every day, and he does not participate in practice all the time. So that's what I'm saying. When you get inconsistency in practice, as far as guys being there, being healthy, it's going to show up at the game. And so, like I mentioned, we've had a number of guys sit out games this year because of health reasons, and those guys, some of those guys have been key players, whether it's Faisal or Reggie or D'Angelo. And it's not just the games they're sitting out of, they're missing practice. And so it's hard to continue to grow as a team and progress when you don't have all your parts every day. I don't know. I think Clay is no different than anybody else. If the talk was about Marcus leaving early or Abe Lodwick, and that they legitimately had a chance to so-called leave early before they graduate, I think they would have entertained that idea also. Well, Clay's the same way. Like probably 90% of college basketball players, or maybe more, if they're being talked about in the NBA arenas, not literally, but I mean with scouts and whatnot, then they're going to entertain that idea. That is most of those kids' goals. But they're also looking at the big picture too, and how they've performed and whether they're ready to go. I have not talked to Clay about the NBA since probably last spring. And so I'm not sure exactly where he's at. But again, I say that saying any college basketball player that has a phenomenal year and is going to get drafted, I think entertains that idea. That's a tough one to approach. We are trying to do the best we can every game in guarding other teams' bigs. It doesn't matter who it is. It just seems like every single game that we approach, we're talking about how we've got to be really good inside and stop their inside game. And a few games we've been pretty effective, and there's other games we have not. But Williams he's as good as anybody else in the post in this conference and one of the best in the nation. So it's definitely a concern.